Hello guys and welcome back to week 2 here of 4 Men 1 League, where we're going to be recapping the championship results and the fixtures coming up for the next week. We're here, pretty interesting week. It was match day 17 in the championship. I'm James, Reading supporter, joined by my co-host. I have Ben.
Hello everybody.
We have Clinton.
Hey, yeah, get in!
And we got Scott.
Hello, hello.
So just to recap, obviously it's only week 2 of the podcast. We're starting this out. Obviously, I'm a Reading fan. Ben?
I'm a Preston North End fan.
As you can tell, I'm a Newcastle United fan.
And Scott?
Wolves fan.
Contrasting weeks for everyone, really. Interesting everywhere. Should we start off with the Friday night game, though?
Let's do it.
So, Friday night, Brighton versus Aston Villa. Sky Bet Championship. It was on TV as well. What everyone think of it?
I didn't think Brighton were at the best in this game, to be honest. I thought Villa could have won it, really, from what Brighton have shown so far this season. But I mean, I would have liked Brighton to win this game, really, just to keep the pressure on Newcastle. But they seem to be sliding away at the top at the moment, which I'm not sure how I feel about that.
This result was perfect for me.
Yeah, of course, because you'll be creeping up on them now, won't you?
4 points behind them.
I cannot believe that. From the way, I can't believe that.
It's mad. But still, no focus on this game. Brighton versus Villa. Obviously, Nathan Baker getting the first goal for Villa. Did you guys watch it?
Honestly,
I saw bits and drabs of it. Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't actually watch it. I just saw the scoreline and I was happy as Larry because that set us up for today. And obviously, we'll get onto my excitement later on. But I'll let you guys crack on.
Villa seem to have, looking at the stats here from the game, Villa seem to be a bit more in control. 14 shots to Brighton, 7. Both only had 2 on target. 12 corners for Aston Villa. I'm just trying to pick out anything to say about this game now. Glenn Murray, though, scored his 150th career goal.
Wow.
Fair play. Former Royal. He's 33 or something like that, and he's only just hit 150, so...
I think he's been one of the signs of the season, to be fair.
Double figures for him now.
All fair play. All I can say is I'm happy that Villa kept Brighton at bay. Steve Bruce done something right for us for a change. So well done to Stevie Bruce. Sorry, I can't get over it. I'm buzzing at the moment, man.
So yeah, 1-1. Glenn Murray was 150th. Nathan Baker scored. Codger probably should have scored for Villa, I'd say, at some points. He had a few decent chances. There's not really too much else to dwell on this game, is there?
Nah.
Saturday fixtures, going on to them ones. Barnsley versus Wigan. 0-0 draw in that one. Cool, that's the life of the championship, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. No, watch that one on the Football League show when I got home from the home game against Burton. And it actually didn't seem that bad of a game. Barnsley probably should have won it. Adam Armstrong had a decent shot here and there. Ben, Clinton, Scott, you two watch it. You three, watch it at all?
I didn't watch it. Sorry, I was waiting for someone to chime. I was waiting for someone to chime in. No, I was intending on watching it because I'm trying to keep a close eye on Adam Armstrong. But no, unfortunately, I didn't get around to seeing that one.
Scott.
Yeah, I saw the highlights on the Football League thing. They had they put that as like a full game as well, didn't they? They didn't they showed like quite a few highlights of it, but
yeah,
I think Barnsley were in control. But...
Football League show made it like it was a Sky game. Ben.
Hello, Ben. You still suffering from depression?
Don't know if he's dropped. We'll get his thoughts in a minute though. But yeah, 15 shots for Barnsley, 6 for Wigan. I don't know. It was 0-0 at the end of the day, weren't it? There's nothing really too much went on.
Yeah, not a lot to talk about on that one.
No, there was a fire there though. One of the one of the things set alight.
Oh, what?
That was
Turnstile?
that on the Football League show.
Turnstiles on fire.
Yeah, that was literally the only thing probably to come from the game. Birmingham beat Bristol City 1-0. I'm pretty sure I predicted that one last week. Pretty sure I said that because I remember saying Bristol City to start dropping in form for our game. What did everyone think of that? 1-0 for Birmingham. Chet Adams getting the goal, 81st minute.
They've been really good this season, haven't they?
Yeah, I was going to say, he is looking pretty good as it goes, isn't he?
It was his first goal since September.
Oh, right.
When we played Birmingham, he played quite well for them. He was one of their only sort of standout players.
We haven't yet.
Ben, you back, mate?
We haven't played Birmingham yet. Oh, he's back.
Hello, there he is.
There we go. Honestly, I don't know what was going on. I think I was talking to myself for about 10 minutes, wondering why no one was saying anything to me. But I was surprised this game only ended 1-0. To be fair, I thought there was quite a lot of chances in this one for both teams, really. Especially Bristol City as well. They've been a team that have been decent going forward this season.
Yeah, Kujak was a saviour, really.
I apologise for my absence, by the way.
It's all good. What do you think of the classic 0-0 Barnsley-Wigan?
Yeah, this was because I think Wigan were just coming off the back of was it losing to you guys 3-0?
Yeah, 3-0.
Yeah,
first game for their new manager as well, which is
I think that was the thing really going into this game. He'll have been on the international break. He'll have just been focusing on shoring up the defence really. So it probably wasn't that much of a surprise they were going for a 0-0 in this one.
But yeah, Birmingham, Bristol City. Scott, got any thoughts on that one, mate?
Not really, but I think Birmingham, they had, like this season, they've been sort of a surprise package in my opinion. I didn't think they'd be anywhere near where they are. Bear in mind the budget they're on, the players they've got. I didn't think they'd be where they are. And another win, Gary Rowett's doing some good stuff there.
Yeah, obviously great for you to see Birmingham climbing up the table. Shock result of the day for me personally. Blackburn beat Brentford 3-2.
What?
All the goals came in 38 minutes.
Do you see the conditions in this match as well?
No.
Shocking.
The pitch looked absolutely horrific in this match after the amount of hail that had come down.
Oh, that's messed me up because we've got the next game as well. Oh, come on, Brentford, you let me down.
Blackburn to turn Newcastle.
No, never. We are Newcastle United. Will never be defeated unless it's against Wolves.
What about Fulham?
All right. Where are we again? Remind me.
Scott Hogan getting another goal, another two actually. He's on fire this year, isn't he?
Fantastic.
Very good finishes as well from him.
Someone that I'd like to go for in January for Reading. Obviously, Reading coming off, not really got a main proper striker. We've got Jan Kermit, but he's not really a goal scorer. Brentford sitting in 14th. Obviously, we're still early in the season. Only 5 points behind the playoffs. If they keep, they've been a bit of a up and down team this year. If they keep going this way, I'd love for Reading to go after Scott Hogan in the summer.
I think there'll be quite a few teams interested in Scott Hogan. I think just that burst of pace, he's that classic championship goal scorer now that he's turned into.
Yeah, I think that took him up to 11 for the season, actually. No, that was about 10. That's it. He's up to 10 now for the season.
Blimey.
10 is
right. Next game.
10 is not as good as 13, though, is it? Let's be honest. Just saying.
I prefer 7. So we've got Cardiff beating Huddersfield 3-2 in this one. I was praying that Cardiff won this game, to be fair. I actually didn't realise that if Cardiff won, we'd go third. I knew we were close behind Huddersfield, but I didn't know we were this close.
Yeah.
3-2 to Cardiff. They look rejuvenated under Neil Warnock, didn't they?
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure on the last podcast I said that Cardiff would win this match. I'm fairly sure. I didn't say 3-2, but I'll take that one. But I'm fairly sure I said that. But Huddersfield, first of all, need to. I think there's a crazy stat about the percentage of goals that they conceded this season have been from set pieces, and that was evident in this match as well. I don't know if you've seen the goal they conceded, but they had it looked about 8 men in the box, and no one decided to jump or anything like that. It was ridiculous how that header went in.
Which one was it? The Sean Morrison one or the Lambert one? Because I remember they were both from set pieces. So
yeah, I think it was the Lambert one, but the defending from it was just abysmal from Huddersfield, really. And it doesn't do them justice because they're so good going forward, but it's something they need to work on.
Philip Billing, though, he scored an absolute banger, the volley. Banging in the top corner. I don't know, are Huddersfield suffering from early season too big of confidence? Because I remember every Huddersfield fan was saying they were going to go up.
Hold on. I remember Huddersfield fans giving it the big one when they beat us. And if there's any Huddersfield fans listening, look at you now. Yeah, they love to give it.
These are not our views. These are all.
I don't care. No. I'll go into my comment section and I'll dig them all out. Telling me that I was a bipping Cockney Geordie and I'm bipping cocky and all the rest of it. Thank you very much. Yeah, we'll be cocky at the top of the table. Thank you. Yep. Loving life.
But no, do you reckon this slump's going to continue for Huddersfield? I don't think their form's been too good recently. I remember they got battered by Fulham 5-0 or 5 or something like that a couple of weeks ago. They're not playing the greatest at the moment. I don't really know.
They're starting to slump a bit, aren't they?
One win in 7 now for them.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Blimey. I mean, when you look at what they were looking to do at the start of the season, I mean, I saw a lot of people tipping Huddersfield for relegation at the start of this. I mean, still being in 4th at this point in the stage of the season, I'd say is very good for Huddersfield. It's just because of how well they did start. I think a couple of their fans might have got a bit overexcited a bit early on.
A couple?
Yeah, overconfident.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Derby, 3-0 winners against Rotherham.
No way! Oh, man.
We all of us apart from Clinton said it was going to be a Derby win, didn't we?
But I've obviously there's a reason why. I mean, McLaren, bloody hell, says itself. I've still got Derby fans piping up now when I put my post up about him getting hired for the 15th time or whatever. Oh, man. You for real? Derby won a game?
Yeah, Tom Ince got 2 goals and he missed 2 penalties as well.
Yeah, he's been insanely good since Steve McLaren's come back.
No.
It's mad. It was,
Ben.
I think they said a stat or something like that. He's scored, I think it was 12 goals in 15 games or something like that under Steve McLaren. And then when he wasn't there, he got 12 in 29 or something stupid like that.
Yeah, he looks like a different player.
I wanna retract Ben's statement for him on behalf of him, telling me about how good Tom Ince looks since McLaren come in charge. It's nothing to do with him. Nothing.
Did you just say that stat?
No, I'm retracting it on your behalf.
It's the same with Darren Bent as well. I think he got 2 goals when he wasn't there, and now he's got 15 under him or something stupid like that. He's got 3 goals this season. Is McLaren the man to turn Derby back around?
I think they might make the playoffs with the way they're playing at the moment.
Behave yourself, man.
Honestly, if you look at that squad at the start of the season, I think a lot of people were tipping them for automatic.
Automatic what? Relegation?
They had Pearson, didn't they, at the start, though?
Yeah, they did. And even so, I thought they should have started a lot better than they had, but they're showing now what they're capable of. And that team, honestly, I don't think it should be taken lightly.
No, they've got some fantastic players in their squad, obviously. This year, I feel like it's the Championship's biggest depth, the amount of teams and the players that are playing in the league.
Yeah, I'd say that. A lot of money going into this year as well.
They got Akechi Anyo, who they signed in the summer, who I rate so highly. Tom Ince is there. Will Hughes is still there somehow. Bradley Johnson, Johnny Russell, Darren Bent, Wilson as well, the one from Man United. Vidra, who last year was poor for Reading, absolutely poor, but it was a poor season for the whole squad, so I don't know.
Yeah.
You never know in a Championship. Never know.
Rotherham as well. 7 points now out of 17. I can't see any way back for them.
Shocking. I think they're winless in 12, is it now?
It's something ridiculous. I can't. 7 points at this point in the season. If they were to stay up, then that would be incredible. I can't see that at all. Minus 24 goal difference as well.
To be honest, I can't believe we only beat them 1-0. That was absolutely shocking.
We only beat them 1-0 as well.
3-1, Preston beat them. Nice little victory
didn't
there.
beat them.
There's always one.
Yeah, they've got 1 win in 14 games.
Oh,
That is. Whew.
It's awful.
I know how they felt last year, but. Fulham versus Sheffield Wednesday, 1-1. 91st minute goal for Fulham to clench it back. I don't know. A draw's good for me, personally.
Good to see Forestieri's on the score sheet as well.
Very good goal as well, I thought.
Hopefully that's his... I was going to say, hopefully that's his last goal before he leaves for us.
Is every player linked with Newcastle in some?
Yeah.
I think it was not that last week.
You don't need anyone else.
Nah. There's still places that we need to strengthen. But why would you...
Like where?
I know we'll get into it anyway, but judging by today's game, I still believe that we need a number 10 just in behind Gale or Mitro just to link up the midfield. But I'll get into it a little bit more once it comes to our turn.
Perez not a number 10?
I'm not convinced. Not convinced.
Because on my Football Manager save, he was brilliant for me. He was top goal scorer at the end of the year.
There you have it.
No, 1-1 Fulham. I'm off there in a couple of weeks. Sheffield Wednesday, they're here as well in a couple of weeks. So 2 teams that I've really got to keep my eye on. That moves Fulham into 8th and Sheffield Wednesday into 9th, both on 25 points. 2 points behind the playoffs. Do you reckon playoffs is a realistic target for both of them teams?
That's a tough one. I think Fulham are riding their form at the moment. Fulham are probably not one of the teams at the start of the season which I'd say would make the playoffs, but going off their form lately, I wouldn't rule it out. Wednesday, I was backing for automatic at the start of it, but I'm not really been too convinced by their squad. Going through it now, they've got some fantastic players in there, but they've just not been clinical enough. Like, this game's an example of it. I think they had chances when they were 1-0 up. I think they were leading the game for about 80 minutes, and it's ended as a draw and being 1-1. But if they were to get maybe another striker in, yeah, at the moment, I'm not sure.
Could you make a case that Sheffield Wednesday may be lacking in the defensive areas?
Yeah, I could see that as well. I think they brought, is it Hutchinson back into the back four? Because I think that they've been making a lot of individual mistakes which they need to rule out.
Yeah, just looking at their squad here, they got Hutchinson, Lees. I can't really see any other first-choice centre-backs really there. I don't know where Luvins plays, but I've heard of his name before. Not really the most depth going at the back, but then up front they got Stephen Fletcher, Gary Hooper, Forestieri, Nui, who's even capable of coming on being the lumpet to him, man. Matthias as well. Lucas João as well. Remember what he did to Arsenal last year?
Adam Reach as well. They spent quite a bit on him.
Yeah, going forward as well, him. I feel like they need to focus more defensively.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Next game, one that I'm going to hand it over to you two, Preston and Wolves. Hit me with the stats. Hit me with everything that went on.
God. There's not much to say, to be honest. This was just an awful game of football. What did you think of it, Scott?
Yeah, I'd rather have just been stuck in the traffic, like you said. It was. I thought it was a game between 2 poor teams on the day. I didn't think either team looked like they were going to score, to be fair, other than obviously your chance at the end, which I don't know how he put that over. But was it Hugill?
Hugill, yeah.
Yeah. What position is he?
Strike. He's our top scorer this season. Would you believe?
Yeah. But no, I think it was probably a fair result. I think you probably should have had a penalty. I think Courtney House tripped your player near the end, and we didn't really have anything going forward. I think it was just a very poor game overall.
Yeah, I completely agree with that, to be honest. I mean, looking at the stats here, there was 3 shots on target in the whole match, and that just paints a picture for it, to be honest. I mean, in the first half, I thought Preston probably had more of the ball, but we were never really doing anything with it. I thought, out of possession, I thought you were quite good off the ball. I thought you were plugging the gaps quite well, and you were closing us down quite well, so that our creative players like McGeady, Gallagher, Johnson didn't really have any time on the ball. But when you were on the ball yourselves, not much was going forward. I mean, Bud Vardson, for one, I don't know what he's like. His confidence was lacking a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, I think he doesn't have the supply he gets is poor. He does a lot of hard work on his own. There's nothing for him to feed off for anything. And you can see yesterday when he like tried to flick it up and do like a bicycle kick, like he's just trying to make chances for himself. Like I think he needs a goal, and then a bit more confidence will come in. But I don't know where a goal's going to come from anyone in the team, to be honest.
It was quite surprising, really, that we've been so that's shy in front of goal in this game, really, considering we're coming off the back of like that 3-1 against Rotherham. I did think that when Gallagher went off with an injury, I think he went off after about 50 or 60 minutes in this game. I thought after that I thought we came out quite well in the second half with Gallagher putting in some decent set pieces, but when Gallagher went off, we switched to the 4-4-2 with Mackinock and Hugill up front, and after that it was just long ball from both sides, to be honest. It was quite poor.
I agree with that. Poor game.
Yeah, looking at it here, 3 shots on target, like you said.
Just move on. It was awful. It was awful.
Are we done now?
Let's get some expert analysis in from Clinton.
Well, I could sum it up in 2 words: total ballfest. But I'm glad it's out of the way now. Anyway, 2 teams that, well, basically 2 teams that I don't want to see the sight of at all again. Obviously, we've got to play Preston again, so they're well looking forward to that. And obviously, Wolves, well, we've got some issues to sort out with you anyway. But all in all, man, I'm glad this is out of the way. Flipping hell, 0-0 sells itself, doesn't it?
Next game, QPR 2, Norwich 1. Did everyone see Martin Olsen? Can I just clarify that? Did everyone see what Olsen tried to do?
Yeah.
No? What did he do?
So the ball's on the line, and he's jumped into his own net, and I don't know what he's tried. Like, he's in the position like of a dog.
It was very obscure. It was very strange.
In the second minute as well.
Yeah.
Like, they could have got back in the game as well. Like, even if it was 1-0 at that point, but no. He got himself sent off. Cherry, I think, was stepped up and took the penalty. Missed that. But Norwich were punished once again. Washington and Poulter with the goals. Yeah, it was poor from them again. Alex Neil. I think it's mad that now we're living in a world where if you're 6th in the Championship, you're under pressure.
Yeah, but there was a lot of pressure on Norwich, just like us and Villa. The 3 teams that came down to bounce back up. And obviously, what's his name? Is it Jack from Talk Norwich? You'll be able to talk a lot more about it than us. But I'm thinking that he's under a lot of pressure, and I don't mean just to get break into the playoffs. I think they were expected to get into the top 2 and automatically go up, but it's not looking likely at the moment, is it? Let's face it.
It's winless in 5 now, and 4 losses on the bounce for them. Including that was a 3-2 loss to Leeds where they lost it in the 90th minute. A 5-0 hammering away to Brighton.
You know what's done it, though?
1-0 loss to Preston.
You know what's done it, though? They've not recovered after we beat them 4-3. Seriously, man. Look at...
No, I believe you there.
That's a good point,
believe you, yeah.
If you look at the results since that result, they've not fully recovered since that game at all.
After that game, they went on to beat Wolves 2-1, then they beat Rotherham 3-1, and then that's where their bad streak started. From there on, yeah.
And apologies for that, everyone. A little bit of technical difficulties there from my end. Obviously, I don't know where I cut out. But moving on to the Alex Neil situation, like we said. Is his time over at Norwich?
I think it could be coming to an end. I don't think Norwich are going to give him that much longer, to be fair. If things carry on going the way they are, with the targets he was set at the start of the season, and I think there's a strong case to be made that he might have lost the dressing room of this team. I mean, it's not just been the results. If you're not getting the results, but you're playing well, you can forgive that. But I think a large majority of it is actually down to them, how badly they've actually been playing.
I don't think they can get rid of Alex Neil just like that. I mean, who else are they going to get in, realistically now? I mean, the best person for the Championship was Steve Bruce, who was available. He's now at Villa, turning them around. Can they really get better than Alex Neil?
Someone who knows the Championship well, personally, they could get in. Look at Ian Holloway. He knows the Championship inside and out.
But whereas he's at QPR now.
Yeah. First game, first win. I mean, you can't judge him just yet. I mean, they could even pinch a manager off someone like Milan Stankovic, whatever his name is, from Fulham. He knows the Championship. He's done it before with Watford, got promotion. Someone who's got the experience, I feel like maybe would be someone better to lead towards.
Yeah, it's that or you can take the... I mean, when Alex Neil actually came into Norwich the first time round, he didn't have any Championship experience then. I think he came straight from the SPL to them. So in that aspect, I suppose they took a gamble on Alex Neil and it worked that time. So, you know, maybe that's a sort of board that'll be willing to take him at a risk on the foreign manager, perhaps.
But yeah, something that reminded me, obviously, I think just before I cut out, we mentioned the 4-3.
Yeah.
That they lost. It reminds me of last year, Reading at Fulham. We were 2-0 up away to Fulham. Everything was going perfect. And then we ended up losing the game 4-2. And we just went on a massive slump after that. We were second in the league, and then we dropped down to, I think we finished about 17th. So I feel like, personally, that may be Norwich's downfall, and it could kind of be a similar situation.
I mean, I'm looking at here. Since they played Preston North End, they have not won a match. I'll just throw that one in there.
Look at you trying to take the plaudits for that one,
All
Ben.
I'm saying is we've disrupted their pattern. After they played Newcastle, they bounced straight back to beat
2
Wolves.
wins, yeah.
Yeah, after they played Preston, they've not had a win yet. So, honestly, it's the curse.
Nah, we heavily assisted with that one, don't worry.
Next game then, my favourite one of the weekend. Reading picked up a 3-0 win at home to Burton Albion. Did any of you guys see it?
I did not.
No, I've just seen some of the highlights. I think I saw all the goals.
Nah, unfortunately, I was washing my hair. Sorry about that one, mate.
Faries.
Well, yeah, we started an academy striker. It was his first game for the club. Dominic Samuel, first home start for the club, and he picked up his first goal as well. 22 minutes in, scoring the goal from a pretty tight angle. Danny Williams as well. It was suspect defending from Burton, to be honest. Absolutely suspect.
What were they like in that match? Because I'm looking now, they had 17 shots in that game. Did they not really offer much?
They were like pop shots that come out of nowhere. Honestly, they had probably about one chance throughout the game, and that's being generous. Their number 6 defender, Ben Turner, is the biggest state I have seen. He is a state, honestly. Oh, right. Okay, so Reading, we play... Right, Ben, you probably know, we play on the floor, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
We were lumping it over the top to use the pace against Ben Turner. That is how poor he is. Literally, he was probably as slow as a 47-year-old dad.
I'm just looking at that tape. They've got John Mousinho in that back line as well.
Mousinho, yeah. Me and Adam, I was saying to him, is he a rip-off of Jose?
He used to play for Preston back in, I think it's our second season in League One. I think we signed him, and he was absolutely dire for us. Honestly, he was a trick. We played him as more of a central midfielder. I think Burton used him as a centre-back, but how he's got into the Championship, I'm not really so sure, but that's a funny one for me. Stuart Bevan up front as well. He didn't do much for us when he was in League One.
Last goal, though. We got an own goal. John Brayford scoring that one. Yaku Mete, someone who I mentioned in the last podcast, he did quite well against Wigan, came on and scored, but sadly was offside. This time, he went through, shot, the keeper parried it come off the player and went in. He's claiming it's his goal, but the dubious goals panel are claiming it's Brayford's own goal. So that's 2 weeks and 2 goals that haven't counted for him. Hopefully third time lucky.
Do you think this will be sustainable, this current run you're on, or do you think it'll just be a flash in the pan sort of thing?
It's interesting because the way we're playing is so much different compared to the years before. So much different. And it seems like Yapstam has got it drilled into the players' heads, the philosophy. The first couple of weeks, first game we were brilliant, like, not going to deny that. But then after that, we were a little bit shaky. I feel like coming up against Wolves and Newcastle, who are respectable opposition. Not saying that Preston aren't respectable. No way, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that maybe at the time, it was the first game of the season. Random things happen. I mean, Wolves drew with bottom of the league Rotherham. Pretty sure Blackburn picked up a win that week as well. Yeah. Anything happens in the first day of the season, no one can expect what happens. Wolves came at us, and Newcastle came at us as well. But that's something that Reading don't really deal with, and no team has been able to do that to us this season, really. Apart from them two at the start of the season, no one has actually come at us. Brentford, they did. But apart from that, the run has been perfect so far. And yes, we have got our main striker, Jan Kermigan, out for a couple of weeks. John Swift's out for 4 to 6 weeks as well. But if we can keep up the good run by January, we're going to invest. And we're going to invest in a striker. And I just can't wait for it.
It would be mad. If you made the playoffs this season as well, with the strength and depth of all the other teams in the Championship, that would be some achievement, really. This season of all others.
I'm just praying every night. I'm looking up to Yapstam. God, please. No, that win put us up to third, which I'm happy about. 4 points behind Brighton, 9 behind you now. Sitting top of the league, we're only 9 behind you. Yeah,
we don't even bother about you guys, mate.
But no, 4 points behind Brighton. I don't know if Brighton can slip up. I mean, I'd take second place over anything right now, honestly.
No, I think I'd just about settle for second, to be honest.
But there was a poll going around with Reading fans. Would you rather lose the 106 to Newcastle and get promoted, or would you rather not get promoted and keep the 106? It's quite even at the moment.
Surely.
It's like 49, 51. Yeah.
What? I thought that would be no contest at all.
Yeah. Surely you'd want to. Surely, like the points thing's obviously a bit of like it's good, but surely
you'd care
in the
if you're in
Premier
the
League.
Premier League.
Let it
Because
go,
we're in history.
man.
We're
Let
in
it
history
go.
at the end of the day. We've got the most points total in the whole of history of England.
You guys need to let it go, man.
No, it's our only song. Stop. No, finally, the five. Oh, go on. No, what were you going to say?
No, I was just surprised that's level. I'm bemused by that.
Last game of the Saturdays was another Sky game. Championship getting a lot of attention this week. Ipswich versus Nottingham Forest. 14 seconds it took Assemble longer to score. I think we all predicted Ipswich wins.
Yeah, I was very surprised by this one.
Mick McCarthy's going to go any soon.
Yeah, I can't see him lasting much longer.
Maybe they'll swap managers, the two Norfolk clubs.
I don't think that's a fair exchange, to be honest.
Alex Neil for Mick McCarthy? Mick McCarthy's quite good in this league.
Obviously not at the moment.
But Ipswich have been in the playoffs the last couple of years.
Yeah, they've been in and around.
In and around, but they're still here.
Finally, then, I guess we got to talk about it. Sunday game.
Finally, God, leaving the best till last.
Here we go.
We had a Yorkshire club take on some team who no one's really heard of.
Some team at the top of the table, shall I add? Yes, top of the table now by how many points? Someone remind me.
5.
5 points. That's it. I just forgot. For a split second, I forgot. So, going by Friday's game, obviously Brighton slipped up. It left Newcastle United in prime position to extend that lead. And extend that lead we did. All thanks to a nice assist by Rob Green. Bearing in mind he was an England international all those years ago. That spiel was absolutely thrilling. Now, going into the game, Rafa Benitez put out a very, very strong lineup. I was happy to see Anita back at right back. Didn't have too many problems down that side. And then Dwight Gale, despite his little skirmishes in Liverpool, started up front. And we won't get into that, lads. Come on, leave it out. I know you're
punched, didn't he?
Oi, leave him out. At least he knows where the back. He knows where the back of the net is. That's all he needs to worry about. But the first 20, 30 minutes was pretty flat, really. But the only real highlight from the first 20 minutes was obviously paying respects to Gary Speed in the 11th minute. Obviously, rest in peace, Gary Speed. And then, after that, we started getting going from there. And then, obviously, you guys have all seen the goal by now. Just a big hoof by Jack Colback into the area. I thought nothing of it. Rob Green. Oh, God. Can't catch
There was like no proper pressure on him, though. That's what I don't understand.
Oh, it was comical.
Oh, wow. Just typical Rob Green. Obviously, tries to push it out or push it to the side. And then he pushes it right into Dwight Gale's path. And Dwight Gale couldn't believe it. He thinks Christmas has come early. And he says, thank you very much. Toe pokes into the back of the net. runs round the back of the goal, starts saying to all the Leeds fan, hush your mouth and all the rest of it now. Thank you very much. And that's 1-0 to the goods. And then after that, I'm sure there's going to be a couple of Leeds fans moaning and stuff like that. They should have had a penalty. Jack Colback handled it, but I'm sure he's protecting his face in the area. But they should have had a penalty from that, I reckon. Second half, couple changes were made, but none really to affect the game. Second goal, oh God, have you guys seen the second goal? It was like it was like Picasso on football, like just beautiful. 1-2 round the edge of the area between, I think it was Gouffran and Anita. Anita slides it through, and it was just reminding me of one of those FIFA goals. You know, when you square pass it, and it's just so easy. And then obviously Dwight Gale's there to finish in the back of the net, 2-0. Thank you very much, Leeds United, for putting on a show, but we'll take it from here, lads. After that, nothing really to talk about. 2-0, 2 goals to Dwight Gale. I think we've now equalled Kevin Keegan's record of 8 consecutive wins or something along those lines. You know, I mean, we're breaking records left, right, and centre now. I haven't even got the time to catch up to you, so we're that good. And just another team down, another team defeated, and as I said before, 5 points clear. Thank you.
When I watched the highlights, I was at work when the game was on. Watching the highlights, Leeds were unlucky, I think.
Oh, don't give me that unlucky business, man. Unlucky with what? Not to get beat 4-0? Nah, to be fair, we didn't have 4 chances. I'm not going to lie. We had 2 chances. I'm sure we had 2 chances and we put them both away. Leeds had a couple of chances, but nothing clear-cut, really. Obviously, they feel hard done by with the penalty, but even with that, it's touch and go, man. If you watch it there and there again, you might think differently, obviously, in real time, but apart from that, I can't really think of anything where they said where they've really pushed us, man. And I was expecting a lot from Leeds as well. I was expecting a lot from Vieira. What's his name? Is it Romario Vieira? Ronaldo Vieira, that's the one. Romario is his brother. But he had a poor game, and Wood, he had a poor game as well, I thought. So, all in all, man, you know, another team demolished thanks to the Revolution.
Let's be honest, they're going to run away with the league. We said it in the first episode as well. You're going to run away with it.
Well, it's looking more than likely. I'm still yet to find a team that's really, really pushing us. I know we've lost 3 games. Reading. Get out of here, man.
4 wins in a row. No goals conceded.
No, but in terms of opposition that has played us, I don't think we've really come up against anyone on start. Obviously, we've lost 3 games. Yeah. Who's that? Is that Scott?
Maybe.
Clearing your throat there. But even in that game, I still don't think he was top quality in that game. I still think
we weren't amazing, but we got the job done.
You got the job done, but I still don't think he was amazing. I've still yet to find a team that's really pushed us and made us look average.
That 15 minutes in the end of the first half against you lot. I remember you even said you were worried that Brennan were going to score a second. You said that yourself.
Yeah, but, you know, sometimes... you know what? Sometimes we're our own worst enemy. I think that's what it is, really. I don't think it's a case of a team too good for us or a team can match us. I think it's a case of we just, you know, take the foot off the pedal and let teams get back into it. I honestly do think that. And you might think that's confident or cocky, but that's what it is.
I'm still going to claim that 15 minutes.
15 minutes of fame. Go for it, mate. Go for it.
Player of the weekend, though. Obviously, we mentioned it last week in the preview, who we thought were going to be the player of the weekend. I said Anthony Knocker. I regret saying that now. Player of the weekend, though. Everyone, hit me with your players.
I said Chris Wood last week.
You said... Oh, yeah! All of you guys giving it the big one. Oh, right. How do you like him now?
Oh, we just won't mention it.
Oh, mate. Chris Wood is in Jamal Lascelles' back pocket, mate. Literally. Obviously, I'm going to be biased and say Dwight Gale. You know, 2 goals today. You know, 13 goals already this season. Whether he's got 4 front teeth or not, He still knows where the back of the net is. What are you guys saying?
Scott?
Scott, you there, mate?
Scott, what do you reckon, mate?
This weekend, who's player of the week?
Yeah.
I think either Scott Hogan, Dwight Gale. Again, 2 goals for each of them. No real other standout players, unless those. Nah, I think yeah, Scott Hogan or Dwight Gale.
I'm gonna say Tom Ince. I thought he took the game to Rotherham, albeit it was against Rotherham, but I thought despite missing the penalty to get 2 goals as well, I think he was involved with the 3rd goal as well. I thought he played very well.
What about you? Oh, when he said Dwight Gale, mate.
Dwight Gale, yeah.
Yeah, says it all, mate.
Tyler Black, no. Probably go for Tom Ince again. Yeah, the same.
You guys are haters, man. You can't say.
Honestly.
No, if you watch the game, Tom Ince was all over Rotherham.
He was unplayable in this
Everything
game.
went through him. Everything went through him.
It's Rotherham, though. Come on. We played Leeds. No.
We played Burton.
Who?
Leeds, Burton and Leeds, none of them are in the relegation zone, none are in the playoffs. That's all I'm saying.
Leeds were in the playoffs, weren't they?
Leeds are 7th.
All right. Well, they're roundabout there anyway. Leeds were...
Burton Albion are 19th, come on.
No, I think...
No, but Tyler Blackie does get a special mention from me personally. He was outstanding. He was included in the Championship Team of the Week for the Football League paper, so shout out to that.
Well done.
Hashtag Team Tyler, let's go. Right, shall we move on then to the predictions for the upcoming week?
Let's do it.
So, Friday, 25th of November, we've got a pretty exciting clash going on. That was, once again, more sarcasm coming from me. We've got Barnsley taking on Nottingham Forest. I'm pretty sure this is going to be another Sky game.
Woo!
Barnsley have drawn the last 2 games 0-0. Falling asleep thinking of them. Nottingham Forest bounced back, obviously, with a 2-0 win against Ipswich. I'm going to go with a 1-0 Forest win, and I'm going to say Assombalonga is going to start ripping the division up again.
Ooh, I'm going to say 1-1. I think inconsistencies just wrote across Nottingham Forest this season.
I'll go with 1-0. 1-0 Barnsley. Is it Barnsley?
Adam Armstrong by any chance?
Yeah, probably.
1-0 Forest, Sombalonga I'm going to go for.
Nice, I agree. Massively agree with that. We've got Aston Villa taking on Cardiff. Both teams, I don't know, steadying the ship. I'd say that under Neil Warnock, Cardiff have revitalised themselves. Under Steve Bruce, Aston Villa have revitalised themselves. What does everyone think of this one?
That's a tough one, you know. I'll just go with Villa because I thought they were very good against Brighton. Cardiff obviously got a fantastic result, but looking at the 2 squads, I'll just about back Villa for a 2-1.
I'll match Ben's prediction with that one. I'll go with 2-1 as well.
It's a close one to call. I'd say 1-0 Villa. I don't think it'll be an easy game for them because, like you said, Cardiff are looking a lot better under Neil Warnock, but I reckon Villa will win.
Feel a bit bad now because I'm going to go a 3-1 to Aston Villa.
Ooh.
They haven't lost at home this year. Have not lost at home. So, I don't know, I just reckon they're going to keep it up. Going to win 3-1. I don't know, I just don't feel like this is going to be a good game for Cardiff.
Well, they've still got a long
Next
way
game,
to go on Warnock.
Yeah. Nice one, guys. Going into Brentford versus Birmingham. By the way, we've all predicted Villa wins. You know what's going to happen now, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Brentford versus Birmingham is the next game. Birmingham sitting in the playoffs. Brentford, again, a little bit inconsistent. When Brentford play at home, they seem to do the best things they can. So, I don't know about this one. I'm going to go 1-1 personally.
I don't know why. I've got the feeling I'll back Brentford for this one. 1-0 Scott Hogan.
I'm going to go with 3-0 Brentford, 2 from Hogan,
Ooh.
and I don't know any other Brentford players apart from that. So,
You dug yourself into a hole.
I know.
It
It was me thinking. I thought I had a wealth of Brentford knowledge there, and it just froze up on me. Yeah, I'm going to go with a Hogan hat-trick then. Fuck it.
There we go.
2-1 Brentford.
Nice. Goal scorer? Please don't say
Following
Hogan.
the trend.
Don't do it to yourself.
Hogan. And who else have they got?
Romain Sawyers. I'll say he'll score actually. Just throw a bit of contrast in there.
I'll go with Saunders to score. I've not got their team. I've not got their squad in front of me. McKickeren maybe. Lassie Vibe, Hoffman.
Oh, calm down.
Judge, Sawyers, Cole, Clark,
He's
Palmer.
he's only reading through the team sheet. Don't worry about that.
No, what are you going on about? Next game though is Brighton versus Fulham. Come on Fulham, please win this one. What does everyone reckon? Fulham win, Reading win. We go a point behind them. Just shout out that. I'm going to go with a 2-1 to Brighton.
Ooh. This one's really hard, because with the form both of them are currently in. I think Brighton, after that Villa game, I think they'll look to rectify a few things. I could see quite a few goals in this one, I'll say 3-2 Brighton.
I was going to say 3-2 Brighton as well.
Yeah.
Ooh. Both have scored a lot of goals recently.
Yeah, definitely.
A couple of 5-0 wins.
I'm going to go with a draw, 2-2 Brighton and Fulham.
Is that your heart or your head saying?
It's both.
See, I in my head because I hope Fulham win this badly because if they do, I'll be in dreamland if we win. Next game then is Derby versus Norwich. This again is another big one. We're pulling out all the big games this week, Championship. What is going on? Derby Norwich. I don't know. I can't see Norwich winning this. They look rejuvenated under Steve McLaren as well. What's going on with new managers and rejuvenating teams? 1-1?
I'm going to say 3-1 Derby.
No.
I honestly think Derby will smash Norwich with the way both these sides are currently playing. Derby have looked unstoppable lately, and just because of how good he's been lately, and we all know, I'll say a Tom Ince hat-trick as well.
Oh God. I'm just hoping for a draw. Or worst case scenario, Norwich City win.
I reckon it's the sort of game where Norwich will pick up a surprise win and no one would really expect it. But saying that, I'm going to concentrate myself and say Derby to win that 1-0.
Oh God.
Feel a bit left out now. I said 1-1. Ipswich versus QPR. Got Ian Holloway, the legend himself, facing a struggling Mick McCarthy side. This again, I only see one winner. QPR 2-0.
I think McCarthy might try and just shore everything up and keep it quite tight for this game. I'm going to say 0-0.
7 at the back.
Yeah, standard McCarthy formation, to be honest.
I think McCarthy's got to pull it out back personally, so I reckon they'll win. I'm going to go with a 2-0 home win.
1-0 QPR, Poulter.
Ooh.
Newcastle versus Blackburn.
Yeah.
I'll let you do the honours. I'll let you say the first. Prediction.
Scotty.
Do you want to say the first prediction?
Well, obviously not. Right, I'll lead then. So, of course, I'm going to back my team. Blackburn, obviously, as we've just realised.
I was talking to you.
Oh, was he talking to me?
I meant you say it.
You said Scott.
No, I didn't.
That's what I
I
heard.
thought you said Scott.
Exactly.
I said I'll let you do the honours and do this first prediction.
I heard Scott at the end of it. Did you hear that, Ben?
I heard Scott mentioned somewhere.
There we go.
I was just waiting.
I'm not losing it, man. Anyway, right. So as we realise, Newcastle United are again top of the league by 5 points this time. Blackburn have picked up a win against Brentford, so they're in a mini run of form. Nothing compared to us, obviously, but we're all said and done. It's going to be a Newcastle United home win. I'm going to go with 3-0, comfortable, clean sheet. Dwight Gale, another brace, and maybe even Mitro get on the score sheet as well. Thank you very much. And I'm going to put it out there now. If you guys disagree, I'm cutting this off. I'm going home. Well, I'm home, but you know.
Well, it's funny you should say that because I reckon Newcastle will win 2-1.
Ooh. I'm actually going to say 4-0 Newcastle. If I'm being completely honest, I think with Blackburn's defence, I don't think they've got anything about them. I think what has kept them, in the round so far has been them going forward. But going up against that Newcastle defence, I can't see them getting any way past it. So I'm going to go 4-0 Newcastle.
Yeah, I'm going 6-0 Newcastle.
Woohoo!
Oh, I'm topping you all.
Oh,
Pretty sure I said that last week as well. 6-0.
No, you didn't. Stop lying.
Yeah, 6-0 Newcastle. Their midfield consists of Hope Akpan, who, let's say, he's got a reputation around Reading for being one of the worst centre midfielders we have had. And Danny Guthrie, who probably spent about 3 minutes on the pitch for Reading. So, yeah, we'll explain that one. We got him on a free from you.
Yeah, I remember him. Bloody hell.
Next game, Preston versus the team that we just demolished 3-0, Burton.
It doesn't really inspire you looking at this one, really. After that Wolves game and coming up against Burton, it's not really. I honestly think this could be a one. What I'm feeling for this match is I think Preston will have about 30 shots and it'll take us until like the 95th minute to get a goal in this match. I can see it being quite similar to the Wolves game, to be honest, and I'll say 1-0 Preston.
I reckon it's going to be 1-0 Burton.
Oh, what? Well, I think I'll go home then, shall I?
I think it's exactly what you said, Ben. It's going to be 30 shots on target from Preston, and then in the 95th minute...
I swear, if someone like John Mousinho pops up with a goal against us, I will not be able to live it.
Yeah, that guy.
Him or Stuart Bevan pops up with a goal.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
That guy, whoever those guys are.
Oh, God. No, 1-0 Preston. 1-0.
Yeah, I reckon Preston will pip it. 1-0.
I'm going to go 2-1 Preston. Next game, Reading versus Bristol City. This is actually quite a tough game, to predict. It genuinely is a tough game to predict. Reading obviously sat third in the table right now, and Bristol City 10th. I'm going to lead this one. I'm going to lead the predictions. I'm going to go... Do you know what? You're going to be shocked by this. I'm going to go 1-1.
Ooh. This is hard, because Bristol City, I think 2 weeks ago they were sat in a playoff place, but lately they've been on a bit of a bad run. I can see this being the sort of game which they want to turn it around, but I'll say 2-1 Reading. I think you'll just pip them.
I'm going to go with 3-1 Bristol City.
Is that you want to get kicked off?
I think Bristol City are going to be too much of a match for Reading, and it's going to be so one-sided. James is not even going to want to come on next week.
They're winless they got 1 win in 5, 1 win in 6, 1 win in 6.
It's got to change somewhere.
Well, not this week.
Well, we'll see. Yep, 3-1 Bristol City. Bring it on.
I think Reading Sparks this you've scored 8 in the last 3 games. I think you'll continue that 2 or 3. I'll go for a 3-0 win.
Oh, thank you. It's appreciated. That genuinely is appreciated. Because the next game is Wolves versus Sheffield Wednesday. I'll let you go first, Scott. And I did say Scotland.
I don't know. It's a tough one. I think Sheffield Wednesday won 1 in 5 or 1 in 6, something like that. We haven't won in God knows since when we last won. But it's Paul Lambert's first home game. I think they've done half-price tickets as well. And there's 27,000 apparently going to be sold. So the atmosphere will be there.
Bloody hell, they're begging for you not to come in, ain't they?
Yeah, but I'm going to be boring. I'll go for a 1-1.
I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to Sheffield Wednesday. 2 goals from Forestieri, and he rounds out for an interesting November, and then he just pledges his allegiance to Newcastle United after the game.
Well, he comes out after the press conference. Hello, just like to say, don't like Sheffield Wednesday anymore. Sorry, I want to go to Newcastle.
Pretty much, he says, that was for you, Rafa. I did a job for you, 40. I'll see you guys in January. Thank you very much, Sheffield Wednesday. I'll collect my wages in the post.
A month before the January transfer window starts.
Yeah. He's so eager to get out of there.
Go on, Ben. What are you going to go for this one, mate?
It could go either way, so I'm just going to sit on the fence and say another 0-0 for Wolves.
Ivan Cavalier to get 2-1.
We
And return the favour.
much appreciated.
We've got a Yorkshire derby in the late kick-off. We've got Rotherham versus Leeds. That should be pretty interesting, you know. I'm trying to make the best out of this. I'm sorry. Leeds 2-0.
I think Rotherham might be a bit rejuvenated just with the fact that it's a derby. I mean, still looking through that squad, it's not very promising, but I think they might make it a bit more competitive than they've been lately. So I'll say 2-1 Leeds.
I was slightly impressed by Leeds, so I'm going to go with them today. I think there'll be too much for Rotherham. Rotherham are looking abysmal this season. So I'll go with a 3-0 away win for Leeds.
I reckon Chris Wood will score for Leeds, and 1-0 Leeds.
Right, so there's actually a Monday night game. There's a Monday night game. Huddersfield versus Wigan. So we're going to record. I know, we're going to record, and then there's going to be a game after. So this is going to be a bit awkward. Like, we're not going to have the full set of results out. So apologies in advance for next week. Huddersfield versus Wigan. I'm going to go 3-0 Huddersfield.
I don't know what angle to approach this at, really. I mean, I think Wigan have got quite a few. I think Wigan, they've got that. Is it 6'7" centre back called? Is it Dan Burn? So I think if they use him as an aerial threat from set pieces, I think that's like guaranteed goals going up against Huddersfield. But with the way that Wigan have defended, you know, against you guys a couple of weeks ago, I'll say 3-2 Huddersfield.
See, I don't know anything about Wigan this season, but I just hope they stuff Huddersfield. So I'm going to go with a 2-0 win to Wigan, and I just want to quiet down these Huddersfield fans who've got this belief that they can get anywhere near the top two. So, 2-0 to Wigan. Don't care who scores. Just score and don't concede.
Yeah, Wigan have scored 2 in their last 5, so I'm going to go for Huddersfield 2-0.
Nice one. So, player of the weekend, then obviously I was going to ask it. We've got some pretty interesting ties coming up, so it could be some, I don't know. It's a weird one. This is a weird one this week. I'm going to go with Kashunga for player of the week.
Did we discuss that already, player of the week?
Yeah, that was a review for this week.
Oh, so we already predicted it for next week?
Yeah, prediction for next week.
Oh, wow. Sorry, far ahead. Let's give it to Matt Ritchie.
It's going to be a Newcastle player every week.
Of course it is. Who else is good enough to be player of the week? Come on.
Scott Hogan. Wait, you're predicting a Scott Hogan hat-trick, but you're going for Matt Ritchie?
Yeah. Matt Ritchie will assist. And then he'll score a worldie against Blackburn.
I'll give it to Johnny Russell of Derby County, because I think Derby will put quite a few past Norwich, so I'll say Johnny Russell.
Either a Sombalonga for Forest, obviously, or I'm gonna go for Codger for Aston Villa because they've got Cardiff. I reckon Codger might score at least one.
Okay, so I guess that's everyone's in then. Right.
Indeed.
So, thank you very much to everyone who's been listening. Pretty interesting one this week. We had a few technical difficulties. We had a few good bits of banter going on here and there. So, yeah, thank you very much to everyone who's listened. And, yeah, we'll see you all next week. I've been James.
I've been Ben.
I've been 40.
I've been Scott.
And we'll see you guys in the next one.